Hello, Sagittarius. We're jumping right into a very long read for you. It's called the Gypsy Spread. If you're already familiar with the Gypsy Spread, or if you are not interested in my intro, feel free to just skip right ahead. It's going to be a little lengthy here, and I apologize. I know many of you want to just jump right in. So if I can, I'll try to timestamp it as well, so you can jump to just the very beginning of the reading. If you're interested in hearing me talk while I do my shuffle and lay out these cards, welcome. Stick around. So this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome, or anybody who's interested in any way. If you're interested in the Gypsy Read is a 21 card spread. So yes, we'll be here a minute. It's going to cover 7 areas of your life, past, present, and future. And I think this is a helpful way to start a year. It gives us a lot of insight. Where we're coming from, where we are now, and where we're going in the present energies. Sorry, I have an itch in my nose, which is actually a good sign for me. Okay, so while I am laying out these cards, I'll talk a little bit about this oracle card I pulled here, and it might give you some more insight on me as a reader and how I'm reading, okay? So my philosophy on tarot is that I read what I see and what I feel. I do intuitive tarot. While I do general readings, I rely on decks that I'm strongly connected with energetically. I'm very strongly connected energetically to this oracle deck. It helps me align with the energies out there that need to hear a message like mine. The message I deliver may not be for absolutely everyone, and that's totally fine, but there may be parts of this message that are for you. What I believe is that my energy will come through. It will meet up with your energy, your personal experiences, and it will deliver the message as it needs to be delivered, as it's intended to be delivered. If you don't think that that's for you, that's totally fine. But if you do enjoy my readings or are interested to see if there's a future reading that does align with you and your energy, I would appreciate a like or subscribe. There are a lot of talented readers out here in YouTube land. So I'm sure there's somebody who's really connected with your energy if you find that my readings don't connect with you. And I hope you get the message and the guidance that you're looking for. We're here to manifest our best selves through the divine insights that we receive through tarot. So today we receive the Trust card as the oracle card is the general energy for the reading. This is somebody who needs to work on trust. This is an energy of somebody who's had some difficulties and is really struggling in the area of trust. That's the energy that I'm feeling today. Wow, this really resonates with me. I've never noticed in this card before this ocean scene of the moon, or like the sun here with the reflection in the water. I've just created kind of a thumbnail template that looks almost exactly like this. This is interesting. I think that this is, it was like inspired by a dream that I had. So this is definitely a message I'm supposed to be giving somebody. I also did kind of a pre-shuffle, and this card came out twice in a row, once before this and now. So definitely, Sagittarius, there's somebody out there who needs to get this message. I'm putting this message out there for January, but it is really timeless. It's whenever you see this message, that's when this starts. It's when you need to receive this information. Okay, so past, present, future, and then we'll hit our topics by column, okay? We're going to start over here in the area of work. You have an Hierophant in the past, a Chariot in the past, and a High Priestess, in the present, and the High Priestess in the future. I know it's going to be difficult to see this whole spread, but Hierophant. So I think part of your trust, one aspect of a trust issue that you have is in the area of work. Because we've got the Hierophant in reverse, we've got the Chariot in reverse, And we've got the High Priestess in reverse in your future. Okay, so it's good that you're here today. Because the one thing that we can change is this top row here. Okay, so nothing is set in stone. Tarot's not predicting your future. Okay, it's telling you what to look out for so that you can evolve and grow and redirect this. Okay, it's telling you about energy. It's not telling you about what's going to happen. So in the past, you have had maybe a traditional work environment that's not been fulfilling for you. It was very restrictive feeling, like there were too many rules. I'm going to show this to you upright, although it came in reverse. So this is telling me you had too many rules really binding you. It didn't allow you to be that creative part of yourself that you wanted to bring into that role. You were really bound too much by these restrictions in the past. I think it made you feel disconnected from a career path that you chose. That's probably you thought was a good fit for you, or maybe is a good fit for you. But being in this role, it really took the wind out of your sails. Like it's all red tape, you know? What's in your present is the Chariot reversed. So that's definitely aligned with that interpretation that you're feeling like you've got the wind taken out of your sails. You have no energy to charge forward. You're actually feeling a significant lack of loyalty right now. I think you may still be in this role or may have recently left this role. It's possible that you were let go, like you were downsized or fired from this role due to, I don't think due to your inability to do the job. I think it was probably due to like budget cuts or something like that. Like I think that you're probably, yeah, you are. You're good at this career path that you've chosen. But you feel very encumbered by something. And it's a real shame because I think that you'd be a fantastic employee, like really good at this job. You would be very loyal. And you'd be persistent in moving forward. I think that you are somebody who's really capable of getting the job done. And I'm getting that from this Chariot energy here. And that's you in the present. But this is in reverse. So there's a blockage here. And I think the blockage is just related to whatever rules or boundaries have been set around you in this position right now. It's really a shame because these are very powerful cards. We have the Hierophant, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. Incredibly powerful cards, which to me means you're very talented in this area. It's something that at one point in life you were very passionate about. You may have gotten a lot of education around this area of your life. It's something you need. You know, you've put a lot of your lifetime energy, goals, making plans for the future around this, and hitting this obstacle has you in a place where you're really very disconnected. Like it's disrupting your vision of what your future would be, which is why we have the High Priestess here in reverse. It's almost like you're not connected with yourself or your purpose anymore. There was maybe a very strong aspect of purpose here. I definitely think, because imagine if these cards were upright, Hierophant, Chariot, and High Priestess. If you didn't have that blockage there, like you'd be unstoppable in whatever this is. Like this is kind of like your divine direction, what you're meant to do. And there is a total blockage here. I really need to I didn't think I was going to need clarifying cards with such a big reading, but I just kind of want to get a little bit of insight here. Can you tell me more about the Hierophant, Chariot, and High Priestess in reverse? Yeah. Okay. We've got the King of Swords in reverse and the Two of Swords. You've had to make a difficult choice, or you're in the middle of a difficult choice. This is the King of Swords. You have somebody who's in a role that's dictating what you're doing that is really, it feels very cutthroat to you. Maybe you're just in the wrong job. Like, can you go to a different company? It feels like okay. I need to slow down because my head is moving faster than my words. This Hierophant reversed in the past is, like I said, some sort of red tape, blockage, boundaries. They're put in place by this King of Swords energy, which is also in reverse. This King of Swords energy is somebody who is like a boss, somebody above you, who's in an authoritative role or position. It could even represent government regulations or some sort of laws in your region that have been put into place to add kind of additional red tape and difficulty and challenges around what you're doing. But this has already happened, right? This is said and done. It is what it is. It exists now. And you are currently trying to function or operate within these constraints that are they feel like they're too much for you. Like you would be Chariot charging forward. And I think your loyalty just as a person, your loyalty to this role, this position, to kind of being persistent and pushing through no matter the obstacles or boundaries is contributing to holding you back. And you're starting to realize that. Like you are Chariot energy in this role and you're not a good fit for it anymore. And so you're in a position where it's been so difficult that you're trying to make a choice of whether you even stay in this career altogether. Like initially I was thinking, well, can't you just change jobs? Like what's the fix here? Can't we just, how do we fix this? Because this is what we can do today to make this change, right? Can we fix this? What kind of choice do you need to make? You definitely need to follow your intuition in making this choice. Yeah. You need to follow your intuition in making this choice because there's a part of you right now that feels like no matter where you go, this is still going to exist. It's not going to feel good anywhere. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. But then you're stuck because you don't know what else you're going to do with your life if you move on from this, right? You're trying to find some sort of creative outlet for yourself. Yeah, you're feeling like you're not going to have this financial independence or security that you had always envisioned for yourself. So you're blocked by fear right now, and you feel that no matter what choice you make, it's going to be something and it's going to be unfulfilling. You're going to remain unhappy in the area of work. This is your fear. This is the energy that you're putting out right now, partly because you haven't made a choice. And it's because you don't know which choice to make. You're very confused about the choices to make. I know I'm sorry, I'm moving these out of the frame because I'm ready to move on, but okay. We may need to come back to this as we get further on in the reading because this High Priestess reverse, Nine of Pentacles reverse, this upright would be just an amazing future, right? And I think what it's saying is that this is available to you, but it's blocked right now by something. So it doesn't mean that we're predicting that this is always going to be horrible and that this is never going to come true. You're never going to have meet your highest self and have your true calling and have this independence, financial independence, abundance, and wealth in your future. That's not what it's saying. What it's saying is that both of these are actually available to you right now, but there's a blockage in that area. So this is fantastic. This is good. This is good news. We just have to figure out how to turn it right side up, because it is an energy that's available to you that's being blocked. It's likely being blocked because you haven't made the choice. And you need to follow your intuition to make the choice on which path you choose. The choice you make, the path you choose, is within you. You know what the right path is, which it's because the path is going to be different for many of you. It's going to be many different paths, many different options. So you're not being guided to be told what the choice is. You're not going to be told what choice to make. That has to come from within you. But once you make that choice, I think that is what unlocks this future position here. I really feel strongly about that. Okay, we're going to move on to the next area. And this is in the area of home or needs. So we've got a King of Earth in your past. That's good. So suggesting a strong home foundation in the area of home. We've got a Fire in reverse in the present. And we've got a Queen of Air in the future. Okay, so for the area of home, you've definitely come from a strong rooted foundation. Home is very likely very critical to you. If there's ever a disruption in this area of your life, it probably disrupts other areas of your life. Your home life has likely had like good resources or abundance available to you. So I don't see that you've historically lived in a lot of poverty. And support, personal growth and development from other family members. So I don't see you as somebody who grew up isolated or alone, like far removed from a family support system. You've had this in your recent past and distant past. It's a good foundation. Right now we have the Five of Fire. It's in reverse. Like, I feel like there may have been some conflicts in your home life recently. And right now, maybe those conflicts have recently almost come to a close, or the energy has been taken out of the conflict. Like, there may or may not have been true resolution to this conflict in the home or around something that you need. But it's like people are done beating a dead horse, you know? And so there's just kind of, I don't want to call it a neutral energy. It's actually not a very positive energy, but it's an energy where there's not a lot of conflict. It's kind of like shrug emoji, like, oh, well, you know, I'm not getting my way. They're not getting their way. We're just at an impasse. Is that Can I get some clarification on the 5 of fire? There you are. 2 of Wands reversed. Yes. Yes, yes. Somebody wanted to like move forward with something and wasn't able to. That was stopped for some reason. It may be related to work. So we may find, now this spread is very powerful in many ways because we're talking past, present, future, and we're talking each column is various areas of your life, but these are all connected. All connected. You know, your work is connected to your home, is connected to all of these in the future, or in the present, right? In the future, in the past. It is holistic, a holistic picture, snapshot from today, the moment that you're seeing this. And so we've got 2 2s here as clarifying cards in the present. A 2 of Swords and a 2 of Wands reversed. There's some decision making in the present that's causing some disruption. What you have here for your future card is the Queen of Air. So that supports my feeling that this has some sort of resolution to it. Said it might not be like each person got their way, but maybe there was some type of compromise. And it's like a feeling of compromise without elation or joy associated with the compromise. Nobody's feeling over the moon about the fact they had to compromise here. But I think some compromise was made in the area of home or someone's needs. And that's this energy here around a choice that needed to be made. And why we see the Queen of Air upright. So this means in the area of home or needs, you're going to be entering a period where you have a lot of new ideas and energy around this. This is going to be very much in the mind, in the head. A lot of wisdom. Your wisdom is going to be just popping in this area in your life. I feel like this is less around family and more around your personal needs. You as an individual, how you're caring for yourself, how you're connecting spiritually. I'm going to be very interested in this next one. Yeah, how you're connecting spiritually. I feel like you're really opening up on a spiritual level in your future position. Well, that speaks to this High Priestess here. You really need to unlock her because, and by her, I don't mean that you're female. This is a feminine energy. You unlock that High Priestess feminine energy right next to the Queen of Air here in your future. This is work. This is home needs. You're unlocking a fantastic future. There's a lot of wisdom. If you see that in the owl, there's a lot, like I said, I'm getting a lot of the spiritual vibes. If you're looking at that kind of very gentle, faint circle over her head, that's like her third eye. Her ability to vibrate and communicate, higher mind. So definitely a lot of new ideas and knowing and wisdom, like a knowing what your needs are and being very mindful, thoughtful in the area of what your needs are to make sure that you're fulfilled in that area. And it's very high mind, lots of thought around that. Okay. We're going to move into the next area. This is going to be in the area of like what you desire, where your fortune lies right now. We have a messenger of earth in reversed in the past. We have a 7 of water in present. Boy, that lines up. And we've got an 8 of earth reversed in the future. So we're going to start here with our messenger of earth. I'm just going to show it to you upright, although it did come in reverse. This is consistent with like a Knight of Pentacles energy, which is usually very slow moving energy. And this is in reverse in the area of your desires or luck. So I am seeing somebody who's lacking in trust for a variety of reasons. You've had a lot of misfortune in your past. It's definitely made you a very cautious person. In your present, you are daydreaming of lots of options. Like, I feel you're stuck in an area of focus on all of the possibilities that would make you feel better. It's very hopeful. Oh, yeah. This is a very hopeful, positive energy. I feel that you're really focused on what possibilities are for you in the future to really try to hang on to the positive and not get dragged down by any negativity that might currently be happening in your life or around you. But you haven't made any choices. Like, you don't know. This speaks to this. You have some choices to make. Like, right now you're daydreaming about everything that you desire. You want the kitchen sink. And you haven't made any choices. You're just dreaming about possibilities right now. And then we have the 8 of earth in the future. This is in reverse. Now, this is similar to the 8 of Pentacles. And 8 of Pentacles is kind of a card about work, actually, and getting into the flow and doing work that's very fulfilling for you. It's interesting that it's connected here to your desires and where you are feeling lucky, and it's blocked right now. Boy, it's very, very much tied together. Okay. I have a feeling they're not going to tell me anything, but let's see. Can I get some clarification on the 7 of water? Is there any clarification on the 7 of water? Yes. Knight of Cups. Okay. Any clarification on the 8 of earth? This card. Queen of Wands. Well, I was wrong about not getting clarification. We definitely have clarification here. Knight of Cups, you need to step into this energy of trust, of receiving love in your life. That's going to help you come out of this period where you're really trapped in daydreaming. Now that I'm seeing more of these cards, I'm getting this feeling that you're spending more time in thought, more time daydreaming than you are in action. And this is related back here to this having to make a decision about your current work situation. You're just at a complete, what's the word? Stalled. You're stalled right now in this area, in the present. Your present energy is stalled energy. I think because you want the next part of your path to be all of these things that you're dreaming about. You don't want to make a choice that puts you back into a period of difficulty. You don't want to make a difficult choice. One of the things that is being provided here as clarification is maybe you don't have a strong romantic life. We're going to get there in a bit. I'll be curious to see, or maybe you're very blocked in that area. But it is asking you to open yourself up to new love. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be more friendships. It could be bringing, having more companionship, a puppy, or something in your life where you're opening yourself up to new love. I think that's an important part of unlocking this and knowing what direction you're going in. And the Eight of Earth reverse, this is kind of the future position for this luck and desire area. You're really driven, like I said, you're very tied to this work piece. What you do for work, how you are identified. Work is very much part of your identity. You tie it very much to your luck and desires. You want to achieve flow, and flow is available for you just like these cards. So this energy is blocked. It doesn't mean it's not available for you. It actually means the energy is here. So you have this flow. This is here. This is something that you strongly desire, is to achieve flow again, and it's here for you. And the clarifying energy for kind of unlocking this is the Queen of Wands. And that's about creativity and intuition. And what did we say over here? You need to use your intuition in making this decision. You need to rely on your heart. Your mind is actually here for what you need for yourself. So you use clarity of mind to know, this is what I need. I need rest. I need to, take care of myself in this way. I need to participate in these activities. I need to do this. I need to do that. Use your mind to set forth what your heart needs. There is an element of logic in this, but it's very much intuition, very much heart-driven. There's a lot of creativity and energy. Like you need to step into your chariot energy. You need to step into your chariot energy, make a decision, and step back into this. This is who you are. This is who you are. Once you step back into this energy, allow yourself to step back into your energy. Commit to yourself. Commit to the choice that feels the most aligned with who you are. And you have a fantastic, it's incredible. I'd love to know what your astrology is for next year. I'm not an astrologer, but I kind of want to go take a peek at your astrology to see what it is, because I feel like 2025 looks like it's going to be incredible for you if you can unlock some things. Okay, so we have Queen of Fire here in the past position for your friendships and support. That's a fantastic past. You've got some strong past energy in the area of home, friends, and support. So you have, that's wonderful. Present, we don't have a lot of energy. It's like energy is stalled out. Is it related to this? I see a pattern here. Your future is the call. You're being called towards something in your future, in the area of friendship and support. Note that the Queen of Fire is the same as the Queen of Wands. This is what you're guided to do to unlock this blockage here, and is also the foundation of your support and friendship, this Queen of Fire. Do we have two queens, or is this you again? Can I get clarification on the Queen of Fire? King of Cups reversed. Not steady in emotions. High Priestess in reverse. Something happened. This pattern, these things aren't coming out multiple times in the same way by accident. Because we've got as clarifying cards the King of Cups in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. So I think this is you. Why is this you? Like, you definitely had a lot of friendships and a lot of support in your past, but it comes with the High Priestess in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. Did you do something that you regret? Tell me about the Eight of Fire in reverse. That's not your card. I flipped it out. Did you see that? Tell me about the Eight of Fire. Here we go. Here we have the Chariot in reverse again. And we've got the Hermit in reverse. We've got some big cards. These are major. So, just so you know, cards that aren't major arcana, if you're not familiar with tarot, are more faster moving energies. So these are present positions that are going to move and change quickly. The clarification on the Eight of Fire, we have the Eight of Fire here. I'll show you upright. It's in reversed. It's blocked, meaning there is really no movement or energy around this area of your life. Your area of friendships or support is blocked. It may be like other areas where you're kind of, I feel like you're isolating. We have the Hermit here in reverse. So the Hermit upright is spending time in thought independently, but to get clarification, like you need solitude or time alone to really think through a situation carefully. The Hermit is very, very wise and knowledgeable, and is using that time. It's time well spent alone. It's time, in meditation, in thought, making sure you're hearing your own voice in alignment with your own experiences, past, with wisdom, knowledge. That's what the Hermit is. The Hermit in reverse to me speaks about isolation. It's not beneficial to you any longer. And I'm going to kind of keep looping back around to things in the past as we're making more and more connections, because I am making more connections here, especially now with this Seven of Water card. So back to this, you are probably spinning your wheels, spending a lot of time daydreaming in thought in that energy without any action. It's actually not benefiting you right now. And that's why we've got this Eight of Wands here in reverse. That isolation person is blocking your ability to have friendships and support around you and in your life in a way that can help you unlock areas where you're having obstacles. I know that this is you that's doing this is because we've got the Chariot in reverse again. You're showing up in your own reading in many different facets of yourself in many different ways, like the High Priestess in reverse here with the Queen of Fire upright, which is the same as the Queen of Wands. We've also got it with the King of Cups in reverse. This is what we've just talked about in your past, meaning there's some sort of emotional disruption. The seas are not calm. There has been a burning here of some type. Your lack of trust is at the root of what's going on here. You don't want to open yourself up again because you don't want to make the wrong choice. You don't want to open yourself up to pain again. And so what you're doing to control the emotions, your feelings, the pain that is able to enter your life is you are completely at a standstill. Like nothing's getting in, but nothing's getting out. But also nothing's changing. Nothing's progressing. You have amazing things available to you, but they're not opening and unlocking until you let it in. And I think you need to let in some pain, I'm sorry to say. We have the call here in your future in the area of friends and support. You're being called to, let in the pain. You've got to feel. And you've got to reach out to I feel like maybe you've had kind of a bridge burned with somebody, or you've been out of touch with somebody that you think about often, and you need to reach out to that person or persons. It's going to unlock something important for you. I also think that you need to, if you're spending time alone and while you're making this transition, you're not going to rip this off like a Band-Aid. So while you're making a transition out of isolation, I want you to try to use your logic in what you need. I want you to make a list of things that you actually need that will make your life progress and get better. That's going to be your assignment in the area of what you need. Your assignment in the area of support and friendships is to reach out and to start doing things outside of work for yourself. You need to do one thing apart from reaching out to those individuals who are on your mind. You are thinking about them. You also need to do one other thing out in life for yourself that you've been thinking about that you want to do. It could be joining a gym. It could be volunteering somewhere. It's something out in the world where you would engage with at least one or two other people, maybe a group of people. But you need to do that. You could be joining a spiritual community. There is, how do I say this? Okay, if you look at these cards, do they look similar to you? They do, right? We've got angels here in both of these cards with blue calming peace. You are being called, divinely called, to take action in your own life. You have been hurt and you have a difficult time trusting people for many reasons. But you're being called to take action to heal that wound, to heal the wound of trust. And it is very much around friendships and support that's offered to you in your life. You may feel like you have not had the people around you to support you in the way that you wanted or needed. What I'm going to ask you to do, we're going to get through this reading, but these are my words coming from the energy I'm feeling from these cards, okay? So what I feel like you're being divinely guided to do is to heal this area of trust in your life. And what that means is stepping out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to break down this wall. This is a literal wall in your life. You need to break down this wall. Because once you break down this wall, all of this opens to you. We're going to finish, but I think that's what it is. 4 of air in the area of the past for love and romantic relationships. And yeah, lots of loneliness, isolation. You've shut down that area of your life. Part of the trust that might not be available to you may have been in a romantic partnership or heartbreak. You may have never had a good romantic connection or partnership. And so you're lacking trust that the universe has that even available to you. So it's something that you've always just sat on. Like you've historically never had a lot of energy, like positive energy in this area. It doesn't mean you've never had a romantic relationship. That may be the case for some of you though. But it may be that the relationships that you had were short-lived or really burned you, or they felt very one-sided, or were a long time ago. You've shut yourself down in that area for a very long time. Can I get clarification on the 4 of air? What's interesting is I've been connected to Sag energy, the call. My goodness. Okay, so these are the same cards. Your cards are repeating themselves, like almost in a pattern. Like it's up here and then it shows down in your past. And then it comes up here and then it shows up in your past or your present. So this pattern of the cards kind of repeating themselves in the same direction even are showing me that there is a theme, that these are all interrelated, and that if you fix that one aspect, it unlocks that other aspect of your life. So the call and judgment, as you can see, they're both number 20. These are the same card, both major arcana. And the call is here clarifying your past on the 4 of air, which is the same thing. You're locked down in this area and you need to take action, like have an awakening in this area of your life. You need some kundalini energy coming in. Like you've got to wake up. You never listened to the call in the past, is what I'm saying. Like not really. Not really. Maybe you went with romantic relationships that were safe, or you went with romantic partnerships that swept you off your feet and felt great in the moment, but you knew kind of deep down that they weren't really meant for you, which is why you weren't hearing the call. We have the King of Water here in the center of your love and romantic partnerships. Boy, you have got a big heart. Of course you do. Of course you do. You've got an incredibly big heart. King of Cups here, reverse. This is what you want more than anything, which is why you're so blocked off from the world and why trust is so huge for you, because your heart is so huge. Like, you have got such a big heart. And it has been wounded so deeply that you're trying to put a wall around it and protect it. And that's not just in love, like it's in your work too. Like this, you've probably poured yourself into work because maybe you've struggled in some areas of romantic partnerships or different areas of your life. And so you felt like you needed to pour yourself into this. And then when that turned upside down, then who am I even anymore? Right? So now I'm caught up in all this daydream energy, what I wish my life could be, but I don't even know how to move forward. Like how do I even deal with this? Right? This is all I want. All I want is love. I just want to be loved. And every time I try, I get hurt. So why would I even try? That's what this is saying. We have the Page of Fire here in the future. Okay, so that's new creative energy that's going to be available for you in this area. This is your most vibing area right now, actually, is the area of love and romance. You are being pushed in this direction because there's new love available for you. 100%. And it's going to be creative and inspiring. Do I even need clarification? I just want to know. Can you tell me, can I be nosy? Can you tell me some more about Sagittarius? Yeah. Am I going to show you these cards? Oh, I'm laughing because it's amazing. Page of Pentacles, abundance in the area of love and relationships, and the Star. Like ultimate inspirational gifts and rewards from the divine. Which is why the Knight of Cups is here. You open yourself up to love. You are able to break free from your own escapism and pick. Oh my gosh. My gosh, I want to say something so badly right now, but I'm not. I'm going to wait. Okay, so in the area of your goals, like you aimed high, 10 of water. So you started off with this wish fulfillment energy in life, which is, that makes sense. You are the king of water energy in your heart and soul. And so somebody who's so deeply in their core about love and being loved, this wish fulfillment, this Buddha 10 of water is your ultimate dream, right? This is 100% you will feel most fulfilled in the area of love. If you feel loved and supported, like, watch out, right? Because that is really the heart of you, the crux of you. You are very rooted in your heart. You don't have to show the world. The world might see you as someone completely different. Like, this is hidden, right? But you know, absolutely, I am talking to you. You are of the heart. We have got and so this is where you kind of like visioned your life being, right? Spending a lot of time in this energy. And it could be like even your career path was in helping people, like a very heart-centered sort of career that maybe has, like I said, a lot of red tape. And I think I mentioned it earlier, maybe some government changes or boundaries or whatever around that's making that kind of blocking that. But that could just be for just a couple of people. But in your plans and goals area, wonderful foundation. In the past, this is where you were. This is where you wanted to be. You had big dreams, big goals for wish fulfillment, lots of peace and harmony in your future with the 10 of water, Buddha energy here. And in your present, shocker, you're blocked again, 5 of water. Again, I think this is very apathy energy for me, and the future blocked in the area of new love or new beginnings in love. You're not making any plans. This is here for you, but you're not planning on it. In fact, I feel like you're shut down in the area of being open to love and support in your life. Okay, so that just reinforces your assignment, which is coming. Okay, so the final column here we have is in your personal quest. Your personal quest in this life starts in the area of temptation. This is kind of your how you're tied to worldly things. So historically, you were really driven towards achievement, financial reward, financial goals, taking big bites of that big apple. You wanted all that life had to offer and wanted to experience it all. This is how you set off into life in the past, and may explain why you don't feel like you've been supported. I feel that the energy that you're bringing to this reading that I'm pulling from some of you is that you feel like the world failed you in its ability to love and support you. There is probably going to be a little bit of a painful message coming here with this temptation piece, but I'm going to hold back on it just a little bit because I want to get to the end, and I want you, if you're still here, so I know it's a long reading, I want to get through all of this before we get to this part here, right? This unlocks some things, but some painful truths in this, okay? Just so you know. The Ace of Air is in your present, which is new thoughts. This is truly perfect for where you are right now. And this is the message that I have just been like, wanting to spit out and have been holding back. This is the present energy that you're in. You're ready for new thoughts and ideas. You are here absorbing this information, I feel, with the intention for change and for new thoughts and ideas and inspiration on how to turn this ship around. So thank you very much. I think that you are definitely in this energy here, and that's fantastic energy to be in. This Ace of Air. Unicorn. Think unicorn. Think enchantment. Think something new. Two of Fire in the future. We have our two back again. See how the Two of Wands was here in reverse in the area of your needs? We're calling it home and needs, but I really feel like for you, this is in your needs as an individual, your needs. And the Two of Wands was reversed over here. And your personal quest is the Two of Wands. Your personal quest, if we're to sum it up for the future here, where you're going, the direction your life is going, is to feel rooted and established, like you have a strong foundation. You have conquered this part. Check. Check the box, right? Boom. You're staking your claim. I have this. This is what is part of me. This is who I am. This is with me. I have all of this to lean on. Like you're leaning on, I feel like I need to find another Two of Wands. I'll see if I can pull it out while I'm talking about this. But it's like you're leaning on what you already have with you and available to you so that you can charge forward and look ahead to a new future. Your quest is to feel rooted and supported in your life in a way that will allow you to creatively explore a new future in a way that you had never imagined it before. And I feel that you cannot unlock that aspect of yourself or that future mindset, that creativity that you actually really, really want and desire, because you feel like you're lacking in some areas of your life. Like you don't want to do it without checking that box, is what keeps coming to my mind. Of course, this is going to be like the last card in this deck, isn't it? You don't want to do it without having that strong foundation, without feeling like it has a purpose. Like it's part of feeling like you have a purpose. Oh my gosh, it literally was the very last card. Okay. This is the card that I was looking for, this representation of the Two of Wands. If you can see, she's got this wand sitting behind her. Now, is it secured in any way? No, it's not really showing that it's secured, but it's standing on its own. It is behind her. It's part of her. It represents that piece of her that won't go away. It's a staked the claim. Like she's established. That's the word. This is what's established in her life that's never going to change. And because she has this support, this established support behind her, she can lean on it. It's never going to move. It's never going to budge. It's always going to be there. She doesn't even have to look at it. She can have her back turned to it because she's so confident that it's always going to be there. It is a part of her. She has built this, right? This is there for her. And because it is, now she can look at this. This is the future. This rod right here, this wand, this is the future. And she can look out over all of these possibilities towards the future and grab onto this creative wand of the future, but only because she has this. This is your future outcome. This is your quest in life. Your quest in life is to heal these trust wounds that you have. You don't know that trust and healing trust, maybe until this reading, or maybe you have some glimmer of it, but it hasn't really reached your awareness, I don't think, to the extent that it needs to understand that's the crux of getting to this Two of Fire moment. Now, while a 2 might seem small, this is a very big deal, and it's a very big deal for you, because this whole reading is about establishing the structure of this wand that is behind her in this picture. And this is definitely available for you. Okay? Look at how, like, just dreamy and mystical and wonderful this future looks like in this card. This giraffe carrying this child forward into the future. There's certainly a childlike part of yourself that needs to heal. But here we go. Okay, here's the crunchy parts. I saved it for the very end because you may not want to stick around. I know this has been a long reading, so hopefully you've watched this far. And if you've liked this reading, I would appreciate a like or subscribe. I really would. This doesn't cost you anything. I do this because this is a passion for me, and I would really, really, really appreciate you helping me grow my channel if you've watched this far. Okay, so the difficult parts, the crunchy parts of this reading, the part of your journey and the quest that you're here to take, okay, is that you thought your mission was to achieve all of these worldly things. You probably had a lot of skill, knowledge, encouragement in your life. This King of Earth energy speaks to me as kind of like a grandfather figure or someone in your life who was really supportive and encouraging for you in the past, right? This person is not with you any longer. Whoever this person is, you lost this person probably quite some time ago. But they did set some really good root foundation in how loved you felt, right? They set this bar. It could have even been fatherly energy, but I get grandfatherly energy from this. But this person really set the bar very high in terms of how you were loved and expected to be loved by the world and encouraged by the world. The world was difficult for you, has been difficult for you. It didn't fulfill you in those same ways. They didn't meet that bar. So you attempted to follow a checklist, which many of us do, right? Get the education, get the job, get married, have kids, do this, do that, do the other things, and then you will feel fulfilled and loved, okay? And you may have actually put maybe a little bit too much energy into the acquiring of the many temptations in life, too much focus on that in the past. This is not present, right? And you are aware of this, whether it's painful to hear or not, you know whether or not this is true. You may have put too much time and energy into work at the expense of your romantic relationships and your friendships, at your personal needs. Some aspect of your life paid the price for the focus of this in the past. You came around, you realized that this isn't everything for you, right? But you almost felt like it was a little bit too late. And I'm not going to revisit this whole reading, but you put up walls each time something didn't go your way, where you were really wounded by it. You somehow felt that putting up that wall, it probably worked for you very well the first couple of times. Like you were able to kind of put up a wall and then continue to charge forward, say in your career, right? And remain successful in your career, and you could put your focus there. This is just an example. And so that wall method worked for you until the final pillar crumbled. And now they're all kind of crumbled. And you're like, you've got all these walls in like literally every area of your life, except for your heart, which is where you know you need to be now. You need to lean into your heart. And you're just realizing this. You're needing to make a choice to take this blindfold off. And I'm telling you, making the choice has to be a choice that's made with your intuition and your heart very much. Because you need to focus on taking care of yourself right now, your needs. And part of that, this Ace of Air, is leaning into new ideas, new thought, higher mind. This is your Queen of Air, tied with your Ace of Air. This is in your area of needs. You need all of this. That is what you need. And in your present moment, the way for you to do that is to use your higher mind. You have a lot of intellect, high mind. You have strong High Priestess intuition energy. You're a very, very compassionate, wholehearted person. You have a lot of strong creative ability to accomplish energy. You've got strong ability to charge forward towards a goal with, there is a lot of major arcana here, and you're divinely supported. So take a moment, make a list. This is your assignment. Make a list of all of the areas in your life that feel painful to you. You might want to do like an emotional meditation, like a meditation so focused on feeling your feelings, right? And you have a memory or a feeling, write it down. That's an area that hurts. That hurts. That's a bruise still. That hurts. That's something to work on. You have dreams. Wake up. Do a dream journal. Write your dreams down. Any thoughts that you have. All of these daydreams here, this stuff, write all of this down. How do you accomplish any of this? Think outside of the box. You are creative. You are the Queen of Wands energy. You can come up with many, many lists of ideas. I've been going so long, I'm not going to give you a list. You don't need me to. But then you need to step out into the world and you need to do some things for yourself. You need to pick up the phone and call that person. You need to get involved with activities outside of work, something fun, enjoyable to you that you have been dreaming about. Get involved in, like I said, activities, communities, something to expand your world. Connect with people from the past. Create connections that will be available for you in the present and in the future. And slowly start to break down these walls and build this back up. And then you crazy Sagittarius, you need to get out in the world And you need to meet that person because they are here for you. So once you get this stuff, you can't have a great relationship that is available here for you if you're blocked off in all of these other areas, which is why I'm saying take this first step. This is not going to pass you by. This is meant for you. It's going to be there for you. Okay? Unlock all of these things. Make this choice. This is like the least concerning part of your reading. Your work. Choose. Pick a path. Go down that path. You're going to be successful no matter what because you have it all available to you. Right? Take care of your needs. Focus on your needs. This is the most important part right now. Focus on your needs. Your needs involve, the friendships and support that you have in your life, fulfilling your personal desires, and then your romantic relationships will come from that. Okay, longest reading ever. I don't know if I'm going to be doing these over and over again. We'll see. If you did appreciate the reading and you'd like to see something like this again, I'd appreciate a comment. I'd love to feel the vibe on how this reading landed for you. Again, please like and subscribe if you're still with me. I would very much appreciate it. Until next time.